Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video I want to talk about aquatic ecosystem. So aquatic ecosystem, the aquatic ecosystem definition states it is a water-based environment where living organisms interact with both physical and chemical features of the environment. Yeah, so these animals which live in aquatic ecosystem, they interact with the physical and chemical features of that type of environment. So an aquatic ecosystem includes freshwater habitat like lakes, ponds, rivers, oceans, streams, wetlands, swamps, etc. And marine habitat include oceans, interradial zones, reefs, seabed, and so on. So the aquatic ecosystem is a habitat of water dependent living species and include animals, plants, and microbes. So animals which live in aquatic ecosystem, they mainly depends on water for them to live daily. So furthermore, aquatic creatures are those that can thrive in water. They also rely on water for food, shelter, reproduction, and variety of other life functions. Yeah, so the animals which live in water, for them to live, like everything they do in water, like reproduction, like food, yeah, so respiration, like everything which makes an organism to live, they do it in water. Yeah, so but we have some animals which may live in water, both in water and on land. For example, like those like a crocodile. A crocodile can live in water and can also live on land. Yeah, so but mainly here we're focusing on animals that live in water. Yeah, so we have types of aquatic ecosystem. Yeah, so on types of aquatic ecosystem, we have fresh aquatic ecosystem and marine aquatic ecosystem. Yeah, so fresh aquatic ecosystem, they cover only a small portion of earth, near 0.8%, which involves lakes, rivers, ponds, wetlands, etc. Yeah, so fresh aquatic ecosystem are just mainly, this is an ecosystem which contains fresh water only. Yeah, so animals which live in this type of ecosystem, they live in water which is fresh, like it does not have impurities which can hinder it for it not to be fresh water. So fresh aquatic ecosystem is classified into lentic and lotic. Water bodies such as lakes, ponds, pools, bogs, and other reservoirs are standing water and also known as lentic habitat, whereas lotic habitat represent flowing water bodies such as rivers, streams. Yeah, on lakes, some other lakes may, yeah, we have also we have also lakes which have outlets like for example Lake Malawi, it has an outlet, so that one is an flowing, it is a flowing water body. So you can also include it on lentic. But we have some other lakes which are formed maybe due to natural activities, like maybe we can talk of those water which are formed on top of the mountain due to eruption of organic activities. So that one we can include it on lotic aquatic ecosystem. Yeah, so as you can see on the picture, we have here lotic and lentic. On lotic, which is a flowing water body, it does not have an algae on top of it, just because like water is able to flow, it does not move. Yeah, it does not stay for a longer period of time. As such, water may move from one place to another place. So on the other hand, here on lentic, you have algae on top of it, just because water is able to stay for a longer period of time. As such, there is formation of algae on top of water surfaces, and these algae may be formed just because of some other reasons, like maybe we have some chemicals which may make for it to for algae to be formed on top of these water bodies, such as like we have any game which contains like nitrogen, it may lead to formation of algae. Yeah. So on the other hand, here we have marine aquatic ecosystem. So the marine ecosystem is more concentrated with salts, which make it difficult for freshwater organisms to live in. Also, marine animals cannot survive in freshwater. Their body is adapted to live in salt water. If they are placed in less salt water, their body will swell up. Yeah, so from the idea of osmosis, like we know osmosis is whereby like uh osmosis is simply defined as like movement of particles from less concentration to high concentration. So if you take an animal which lives in salt water and they put it in fresh water, it will swell up just because water will moves in from, yeah, so water will moves in into the animal. Yeah, so there's a movement of particles from less concentration into higher concentration just because its body it is highly concentrated in water. This we have particles which are low concentrated. Yeah, so on the features of aquatic ecosystem, we have they serve as home for a variety of aquatic animals. Yeah, so in aquatic ecosystem, it serves as home of a variety of aquatic animals. We have a lot of animals which live in aquatic ecosystem like fish, whales, and other microorganisms. And the other features, majority of ecosystem is made up of algae and corals. Yeah, so this is just because of maybe due to an advanced technology whereby people are dumping in chemicals into the water bodies, which is leading into formation of algae. Like for example, some people may dump in like fertilizers. So some people maybe use an irrigation into when farming. Yeah, so when the water strikes in, so soil erosion occur, which leads into these chemicals from the farming to be deposited into water bodies as such algae may be formed. Yeah, so the other feature of aquatic ecosystem they have a lot of biological diversity, which makes them the most productive and wealthiest ecosystem in the planet. Yeah, so as we know, diversity is simply means everything like that surrounds us. That's diversity. So they have lots of biological diversity like microorganisms, plants, animals, and we have even in water we have even oxygen. What? Yeah. So aquatic system they have variety of biological diversity. And finally, they help regulate the hydrological cycle and act as population fuel among other things. Yeah, so aquatic ecosystem is regulated hydrological cycle. So this is because it is also involved in a process of evaporation. Yeah, so you know water evaporates from these water bodies and goes into the sky, and which makes it which makes which adds into the process of formation of hydrological cycle. So here we have the structure of aquatic ecosystem. Yeah, so biotic and abiotic factors combine to create a system called an ecosystem. Yeah, so here we have a picture which shows the structure of an aquatic ecosystem. So as you can see here, we have sand there and sand, and we have some plants in water, and we have microorganisms, and we have fish and other animals. So these plants, they may be producers. So plants make their own food through the process of photosynthesis in presence of sunlight, water. Yeah, so after they make their own food, they will have we have fish here. So these fish, they feed on these plants for them to survive in water. And the other organisms, we have some other organisms which does not feed on plants, but they feed on fish only. For example, a whale does not feed on any plant, it only feeds on fish for it to survive in water. So yeah, so that's it about the structure of an aquatic ecosystem. This is the structure of an aquatic ecosystem. Yeah, so finally, you have here the functions of aquatic ecosystem. Functions of aquatic ecosystem have: it facilitates recycling of nutrients, and it helps to purify water. It recharges groundwater. Is a habitat of aquatic flora and fauna. As we know, flora, these are natural plants, and fauna is these are animals. Yeah, so that's it on aquatic ecosystem. Yeah, so thank you guys.